What's up, y'all? This is Claude. You're checking me out at Mostly Healthy Food Reviews. Now today, I decided to go with a little Chinese food. And if you do like I have done in the past, you can get a bunch of different sauces they sell in grocery stores or whatever, and kind of, sprinkle it over your food while you do it. Or what you can do like I did is find a recipe and do it from scratch. All the ingredients and, do it yourself. And it usually tastes better that way, to me, in my opinion. But anyway, today I'm doing chicken and broccoli with garlic sauce. Over some brown rice. Actually, I don't think I'll do brown rice. I think I'm going to do pasta. A little bit of al dente pasta. It's a protein pasta. And I'm going to try it for the first time. It's made by Berea. And, going to see how it do. You already know what it is. Watch this. Some things together here. And going with the recipe that I found online. So one thing I got to do is the cornstarch. Boop, boop, boop. Secondly, I have the protein pasta. Again, this is the one, the Berea that I was talking about that I'm going to get into. You can check that out. I do have a head of broccoli. I'm going to go ahead and cut that up. About 3 cups or so of the recipe calls for. I got my olive oil. I got king soy sauce. And then again, I do have a little bit of honey, which is going to go in there. Then, of course, a red onion and a little bit of garlic. Real light. Here's my chicken here. So that's going to be next up, and then we're going to go ahead and get that into the wok, man. It's what it is. It's what it do. I already got water boiling now for the pasta. Just getting ready. So I'm just getting everything ready, and what I did is I started to cut up a few cups of fresh broccoli, and again, my onion, which I honestly didn't really slice. I kind of like diced up a little bit. My garlic, and then of course, like I said before, I'm going to go with Kinkelman's. I'm going to go with a little bit of honey here, about 2 tablespoons of my sauce with my soy sauce. And my olive oil is really just going to be used to kind of get my veggies going. So what I do first is I literally just drop in a couple tablespoons of oil into my pan, into my wok, which is already on medium-high heat. So if y'all know anything about Chinese food, and you know that you got to work fast. Right now I got my wok going on medium-high heat, oil in there, and then of course I got my pasta cooking down al dente. Guys, if you know anything about Chinese food, and you know what you really got to do is kind of work fast. So basically what I'm doing, because my wok is already heated, is I'm really just dropping my veggies in. And again, like I said, the wok is already heated, so I'm just going to cook these down about 2 minutes or so. Again, onions, garlic. If you notice, I also got my pasta going al dente as I do this. Or it's going to be al dente. So that's the first part. Once I get the veggies cooked down, then I'm going to get my chicken in the pan, start cooking that also. The chicken is going to be about I'm going to use chunks of it, about maybe 2-inch chunks. Check this out. Alright, so basically, it's been about 2 minutes on the onion and garlic. So all I do here is basically just move it over to the other side of the pan. So I'll do that now. I'm trying to work fast here. And again, you're working on high heat, so you got to make sure everything you have is actually cut up before you start. Because if not, you'll run into a lot of issues. But anyway, next I'm going to go ahead and drop my chicken in. And then I'm going to add a little more olive oil. And if you notice, my piece is already diced for the most part. I try to get about an inch thick slice or a chunk of chicken. So I'm just going to cook these until they're cooked through. And again, working on high heat. So I'm going to cook these honestly for about 3 minutes to 4 minutes from what I saw in the recipe, just to make sure that things are going smoothly. And as you see, my pasta is almost ready. Smells good. One thing I want to really mention also is that while I'm cooking this, I actually used about a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch. That's why things look a little white in the pan right now. And what this does is it also helps to cook the chicken a little bit evenly as far as things. So basically I'm just going to still continue to cook everything here. Chicken is still cooking. Onions and garlic are ready pretty much. I'm just mixing them in, giving them a nice mix. I'll give that a few more moments, and then I'll get ready for my sauce. Alright y'all, so what I did just now is I actually got my sauce ready. And the sauce basically is going to be about 2 tablespoons of honey. I'm going to use a 1/3 cup of the soy sauce. And I got a little bit of chili paste in here also. So basically what we're going to do is just mix that in. Blend that in a little bit. And you want to scrape the bottom of the pan. So any scrapings you're going to get, off the bottom of the pan while this is cooking. Alright, so while I have everything in the pan, the last thing I'm going to really do is just drop in my broccoli. So I'll give this a moment to start to bubble a little bit more. And then broccoli goes in, and then you just cover it up for a few minutes, and then you're good. Pasta's done. I'll drain that in a moment. Alright, so now from here, all I'm going to do is go ahead and drop in my broccoli. And then mix it in. Make sure I get all the seasonings and the sauce all over everything. Okay, so basically what I did is I just covered the broccoli and the chicken with all the seasonings and the sauce here. Now the trick to this, from what I know and from what I've seen in a recipe, because I'm a really big fan of Chinese cooking, is that your broccoli should still snap back. Basically what that means is it's not going to be mushy when you're done making it. It shouldn't be. So what we'll do right now is we'll turn the pasta off. I'll drain that in a minute. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for my chicken and broccoli to cook a little bit more. Now you can use a regular skillet and cover this. Me, I like the wok because it's like a convection oven in a lot of ways, where it basically just, it cooks pretty quickly. So that's where I'm at right now with this. And according to the recipe, it should be very light. So this is my spin on it, I guess. And you can always make more for your family. In other words, you can use more chicken than I did. I used about 1.25 pounds of chicken, boneless chicken breast. A 1/3 of a head of broccoli. So because I'm only cooking for myself, you can always experiment and try different things on that level. But as you see, got a nice glaze to it, a nice smell to it. It looks good. Alright, so let me go ahead and drain this pasta, and then we're going to get ready to eat. Nice. Alright, so here's my final dish. This is the chicken and broccoli garlic sauce. Made from scratch, man. I'm sure this is going to taste incredible. And honestly, it doesn't have a lot of ingredients. It's really just kind of working fast. And I think it's probably the best thing I can give you as far as tips if you aren't new or haven't really ever tried to cook Chinese cuisine before is make sure you have everything prepared. So when you're putting things together, you're not worried about trying to get things ready. Like the cornstarch I put on the chicken, like the honey, like the soy sauce. You know, everything was ready to go, literally in the pan. And basically it's time to eat. Thanks for checking me out, y'all. This is Claude. Once again, mostly healthy food reviews. I'd review this one too, but I'm going to be so biased. Thanks for checking me out.